Hey guys, good to have you all back. Welcome to File Folder February. Yes, it's a mouthful. Now, I can already hear you thinking, file folders, what are those? I'm going to explain in a second. Or you're thinking, that is going to be so boring. It is not. It is actually not, because they're very, very versatile. I'm going to show you some projects that I did in the past to give you an idea of what we are doing. Or then some of you are thinking, I don't have any file folders. I do not know where to get them, so I cannot play along. Don't worry, because today, we are going to make our own file folders, yeah? Okay, so I'm going to show you my sort of collection of file folders, tell you a little bit about them, show you some of the projects and the inspiration for the coming weeks, and then start making our own. Okay, so for file folders, I am not an expert, guys, because I've never worked in an office. I don't even think that file folders is really a Dutch thing, and I have never even seen one of them up until a couple of years ago. So I'm going to show you, this is some examples that I have from my collection. I do have a big collection, most of which I find in thrift shops, but, you know, the other day, well, a couple of weeks ago, I found new ones by Quantora. I do really love this brand. If you want to order some, this is the brand name. Just Google it. I think you can find some on Amazon, or I don't really know, because these are the 3-flap file folders. These are the ones that I love to use the most, but it's not common. These are not very common, but don't worry, we're gonna make some ourselves. So I have some 3-flap file folders. That's what they're called. If you're Dutchy, apparently you can buy file folders at Hema. So, you know, try this one. Then this is a very simple one, a manila folder. Don't judge me, guys. I'm probably saying wrong terms. It's just beautiful, sort of cardstock made into a folder. I have this one, a lovely brown one. Again, this is a 3-flap folder, but not from Quantora. This one is in a beautiful yellow. Then I have a couple of them that have these sort of binding systems in them. I have no clue how to make these. I don't think we'll ever make these. But these are the sort of the different ones. Then these are the oldest ones that I have. They are very, very tall. I found a box full of these. I'm so happy I found these. Again, these are 3-flap file folders. But you probably have some that only have 1 flap, or just 2 flaps on the bottom. I don't know. I don't have all the file folders that are available in the world. These are the folders that have a little bit of difference in height. See? So you can fold them. I don't really know. You also have folders with tabs on them. I have 1 or 2. And this one, really cool one, that's actually sort of a pocket. See? It's a pouch thingy. Yeah, really cool. Now I have way more, but then 1 or 2 of each that were sent to me in a Happy Mail and gifted to me by the lovely Tony from Crafts by Tony. Thank you, Tony. But today I am going to make the 3-flap file folders. Now, let me quickly sort of show you the sort of project that we are going to do in the next couple of weeks on all sorts of levels. If you are a beginner, you can join in, because I'm going to do some beginner projects as well. Like for example, this one. It looks so cute, right? Yes. This is very beginner friendly. I did this, 2 years ago. Very beginner friendly. With minimal supplies, you can make something really, really pretty. Yes? If you have done a little bit of paper crafting before and you want to do something a little bit more advanced, we're going to make junk journal covers or folios. Yeah, from file folders. Isn't that fantastic? Yes. Looks very difficult. It isn't, guys. But it's going to be okay. And then this is really up there. This is, you know, next level. This is going to be made from 3 file folders. I am not going to attempt to do something like this, guys. In this style, yes. But this was a big project. I'm not going to tackle this one. Again, let me show you where my love for file folders began. I need to roll back and get me Gretchen. Yes, I think this is the first time I did something with file folders on my channel. Yes, here's where the love for grungy file folders began. So I made Gretchen. Gunther, let me show you Gunther. There you go. Yes, they're close by. Gunter. Yeah. Started out with this and then this. These are very big projects that I have playlists of. We're not going to do anything like this. It's going to be simpler projects that we can finish in one video. Okay? Okay. Let me show you the supplies that we're using for today's project, which is making file folders, especially mini ones. It's going to be lovely. And I'm going to give you some alternatives for papers and tools and such. Yeah, let's get started. I'm so excited. I've been playing around doing prototypes. File folders. Look how tiny they are. Yes! Aren't they cute? Yeah, they're like small, tiny ones. I can even make them smaller. Yes, gonna make the 3 flap folders. This is with 1 flap, but I'll probably make them 3 flap folders as well. So this is sort of the idea. This is just prototype, guys. We're gonna do some stamping, some grunching, some decorating. It's going to be fun. But now, the supplies. Let me show you. So for paper, you're gonna need cardstock, something heavier. And these can be all sorts, guys, and all sorts of sizes. This is probably the smallest size I'm using. It is unfortunately not really in inches. Well, it's 8.5 inches by 8.3 inches. Actually, it's, you know, it's this. Cardstock. Preferably double-sided. That'll be lovely. Yes, something double-sided. This is the same but different colors. I also have some backdrops from Mr. Tim Holtz, and these are 6 by 10 inches. Also work really well. Then I have some normal sort of cardstock. This is blue, sort of looks like leather or marble. For this size, I'm going to use 2 of them. So cardstock, this is linen look cardstock. Again, has sort of a structure on it, but not necessary at all. Something's just a little bit heavier. Then I have these in my stash. I really like these. These are dividers for a ring binding system. But I really love the old sort of look and feel to these. So I might use this. I have for a small ring binder and a large one. So if you have those, you can use this. I really like this paper. Then you do a scrapbook paper. This is 12 by 12. This is 8 by 8. You could use a 10 by 10. We do need to cut it to size them, but that's quite all right. And if you have any, I have an A3 printer. So this is an A3 sheet of paper. Yeah. So it's 160 grams. So basically a piece of paper that is a little bit heavier than normal copy paper. Yes, but anything will do. Guys, anything will do. Yeah, hopefully it's double-sided or it's just the same on both sides. So that's it for paper. Now, for the tools. Because I have a lot of these very handy tools, I'm going to use them. But you don't really need them. I'm going to use a paper trimmer because I need to cut my paper to a certain size. If you have a paper trimmer, you don't need to have this one. If you have this one, that's fantastic because then you also have a scoreboard. But if you have a normal paper trimmer, let me get another one out. Well, that's not really a normal one. This is one from Fiskars. It's an expensive one. But if you have a paper trimmer with a slot here, yes, and some measuring, you automatically have a scoreboard because a scoreboard would be very handy to have. I'm using my stamping tool because I think I'm going to use some larger stamps. Not necessary at all. A scoreboard. Oh, I am so sorry. I'm using my big one, but if you have smaller ones, yes, those would work as well. But again, if you have a scoreboard, you also have automatically a scoring tool. I'm going to use my corner rounder because I'm breathing. The basics: glue, scissors, ruler, knife. I'm going to be doing some stamping, so I have my inks, some grunching, some stenciling for decorating. Now, for the smaller sort of file folders that I'm making, I happen to have this tool. I don't even know what it's called. It's something blunt. Because I want to make small sort of score lines that probably work better than this sort of heavier one. So I think I might want to use this. Yeah? Is that it? I think so. Okay. I'm going to make different sizes. Bigger ones, smaller ones, and even smaller ones. I'm going to start with a piece of paper that is actually 8 by 10 inches. Yes, if you don't have an 8 by 10, but bigger, cut it 8 by 10. Let me start with that size. The first one I'm going to make from the Mr. Tim Holtz backdrops. These are 6 by 10 inches. If you don't have 6 by 10, guys, just cut something out that's 6 by 10. Or that is 6 by 8, but have a similar piece of paper that is 2 inches by 6 by 2 inches. Yes, because we are going to cut something off. I've chosen this piece of paper and I have cut off one piece. Where was it from? I don't even know. 2 inches. So I have a strippy of 2 inches that I'm going to need. Yeah. So strippy, keep it 6 by 8. I'm taking out my small scoreboard. Now, these are the measurements that I'm doing with the 6 by 8 inches, guys. If you're going to do different sizes, try to sort of figure it out. I want a flap on the inside. Do I have, let me get out a file folder. I want to make this flap here. Now you can have the flap smaller or wider or whatever you want. I think the flap that I want on this one is going to be 1 1/4 inch. Let me quickly check because I did make a prototype. I made a prototype. Ta-da-da. Yes. So I'm going to score at 1 1/4 inch. There we go. Yes. This is going to be the flap. I want this to be the outside and this to be the inside. Yes, I know. Lovely image. So 1 1/4. Yeah. Then actually what you do is you fold this in. This is going to be the flap. I can give you lots of measurements now. But basically what you do is you fold this over. Yes, line it up and then fold it. So yes, I can tell you that this is 3 3/8 or something like it. But you could also just fold it. Simple, right? Simple. Now I am going to make some scores, but these are mainly sort of decorative. Yeah? Okay. So if we're going to take a look at the file folder, I'm hoping you can see. See, it has some score lines here. Now these are 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to make 3. I think that is enough. And also, if we're going to turn to the front cover, there are the score lines here. So there are no score lines on the bottom of the file folder, just on the top. So on the top of the sort of cover and the top of this flap. So I'm going to fold this out. Top of the flap, that way, guys. Yes, this is the flap. Do not have the scores on the bottom, but this way. So that way. And on this size, I'm going to make them 1/4 inch. Hoping this tool will work. So we scored at 1 1/4 inch. So no, 1/8 inch. I'm sorry, 1/8 inch. So I'm just going to score at 1/8 inch. Less careful. And then another one. That's 2. And another one. That's 3. Now these are mainly sort of decorative. Let me show you. Can you tell? Yes. Already looks like a file folder. I'm going to do the same with the cover. I'm going to do it upside down, guys, because that works much better for me. Yes, this is the back. So not here. This side. 1/4 inch. There you go. Another one. No, not 1/4, 1/8. I am sorry, lovies. 1/8 inch. You can do 1/4, but then it will be much bigger. So 3 of them. It's just for decoration. It's mainly for decoration. Yeah? Okay, but we need the flappies here. We have the flappies. So this is a 2 by 6. I'm going to cut it in half with my paper trimmer. Where did I put it? So it's going to be 3, because that's half of 6. 2 pieces of 3 by 2 inches. Yes? Okay. This flap is the same print as the outside. I also want these flaps to have the same print as the outside. Does that make any sense? But they're way too tall. I know. How wide did we make this? 1¼ inch. So I'm going to score at 1¼ inch first. Yes. I'm going to fold this in just to show you guys. See? Now we have, this is going to be glued here, a flappy, which is actually the same width, well, size. A little bit smaller than this. Yes, it is. If it's not, if you're doing your own measurements, be sure that it's the tiniest bit smaller. Yeah? I'm going to do the same with this one. 1¼ inch. Yes? So this is the flap here that we're going to glue down. But we need to make the scores. So we're going to make the scores here. Of 1/8 inch. 1, 2, 3. Same here. Flappy. This is going to be on the project itself, and here we need to make the scores. 1/8 inch, not 1/4 inch. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it's purely decorative, but it makes it look more realistic. Now I am taking out my corner rounder. Not necessary, no, but I just want to. I'm using the smallest setting because this is a small one. So I am rounding corners of the two flappies. Yes, here and here. I'm rounding corners here on the cover, the front cover. Here and here. Oh, the paper looks so lovely grungy. Yes, it's like it's been left out in the mud for a couple of years. I just really like it. Yes, everything. Are we all in, all aboard? There we go. Okay, now before I glue this on, because these need to be glued on, I think I want to do I want to distress this? All round corners. I'm even gonna round these corners. Why not? I have my corner round out. Not necessary, guys. Just do whatever you want. Or if you do it right. That's a Wham song. If you're gonna do it right. If you don't know who Wham is, okay. Then you're definitely not from my generation. Yes, this goes here, this goes here. Do you want some distressing? We want. What color am I using? Is that going to be a surprise? I don't think so. Can I find it? Yes. Scorched timber. Because of awesomeness. Really love this one. But do any color you want, lovies. Yes, before we glue it down, I just want to sort of... Oh, I really love the inside. It's sort of an architectural drawing of a cathedral, looks like. I love the color. Well, let's do the outside as well. We're here, so why not? Yeah? Okay, I know. Let's do this part as well, because we're gonna glue here. Okay, I'm gonna use art glitter glue. Yes, on the small flap, on the tiny flap. Yes, I'm going to fold this in because I want to sort of measure where it will land. Yeah. Leaving a little bit of room on this edge and a little bit of room on that edge. Now, it will stick out the tiniest bit. Just the tiniest bit, loves. Because I really want this flap to sort of fall in here. So if we're going to look from the outside, see it sticks out the tiniest bit. Okay, let's repeat this on the bottom. That's not the right side. Let's try it on the inside and then this on the outside. And also a little bit here. Gonna do more grunching, lovies. More grunching. Okay. Glue here. See how simple this is? You can mass make these if you want to. Okay, I'm going to put the flap on the inside because I want to make sure that it fits in there. And then sort of try to eyeball it the same height as on the other side. Yep. 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 There you go. We have a 3-flap mini file folder. It is just awesome. I really like it. Because if you look up close, you can see all the lines in there. And here and here. What are they used for? If you want to store something in there that is a little bit heavier or bigger or bulkier, you can actually fold on the score lines to make it sort of bigger. I did so on this prototype that I made. I folded on one of the score lines here on the flap here, and then on the top flaps. So then you have sort of a boxy. See? That's what they're used for. Great. Okay, before I do all the grunching and stuff, I want to make another one from another size of paper. Okay, next one I'm making is from an A4 sheet. Now I'm going to give you measurements, guys, but it doesn't really matter. This is A4 is 11 5/8 by 8 1/4. Yeah. If you have a similar piece of paper with just a couple of 1/8 of an inch shorter or whatever, follow the same measurements because it's not going to be difficult. Yeah. I want to make a flap. My flap is going to be 2 inches. Now, if you have a piece that is way smaller than this, adjust the piece of your flap. We're first going to make the flap. This one is going to be 2 inches. Now, we did not cut anything off this piece of paper. That's why I need 2 of these pieces of paper. Yeah? So this is going to be the flap. There you go. And then again, I'm just going to fold this in. Match it up. With this end. It's very heavy paper, this. It has sort of a leather structure on it. So cool, right? Yes. Okie dokie. Now, we need a strip of 2 inches. That's why I have a second piece. Where? On the floor. Because no more room. I'm making noises. I'm sorry. I'm just going to take off 2 inches. Why 2 inches? Because that's the width of the flap that we made here. And I really want these to be all the same size. So I'm taking off. You did it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. No, because we need... I am sorry. I'm sorry. Let's try this again. Do not take off a flap. This is the same width. Yes, it is. But we need to glue it here. So we need a flappy. Let's make the flappy 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch? Sure. Or 3/4 inch. I'm going to make this flap 3/4 inch. So I'm actually going to cut at 2 and 3/4. I am so sorry, guys. I was like, oh, enthusiastic. Let's make another one. Yes, but let's do it right. Take into consideration the flap. I'm going to keep this because it is beautiful paper and I only have 4 sheets of this. Okay. How big is this? Let's do some measuring. How wide is this? This is actually 4 3/4. If we cut this in half, is it then too long? Probably not. First, I'm going to cut it in half. Are you doing it right? Yes, I'm just going to fold it in, cut it in half. We can always trim it a little bit smaller. Now, see how they land on the page. Yeah. See? Leaving a little bit of room here and here. Hoping you can see. Here and here. Yes? Okay. Now, we're going to do some measuring. We know that the flap, this flap, is 2 inches. So we need to score at 2 inches. That will leave us with the flappy, which is, in this case, 3/4 inch. Have it a little bit bigger, have it a little bit smaller, whatever you want. However, now I'm going to decide how much I want my sort of score lines, how big I want my score lines to be, how wide. So on the previous one, I did them all 1/8 of an inch. On this one, I'm going to do all of them 1/4 inch. One, this way. 2 and 3. See? Can you tell? Yes. So this is going to be folded in. This is going to be the flappy that is going to be folded on. And then here are the extra score lines. I'm going to do the same on this piece. I want 2 inches flappy to glue on. And then 1, 2, 3 scores of 1/4 inch. Yeah? Okay. So we decided on 1/4 inch scores. So I need to score 3 of 1/4 inch on this flappy. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Yes, this is the flappy. And then we need to score 3 here. Yes, not here, loves, not here. Okay, I'm going to line it up with an even number. Well, a full number, 5. So 5 1/4, 5 1/2, and 5 3/4. Yes. Scores, 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 scores. Rounding corners. We're mass making. Basically, we're mass making, but then with different papers. I'm gonna do 7 with this one because it's a tiny bit bigger. Yeah. Here, here. Again, not necessary because actually I think none of my file folders have these rounded corners, but I don't care. Mine will have lovely rounded corners. Then here. Now, rounding corners here is not necessary at all. On this one, I'm not going to do it. I'm probably also not going to be distressing them because I want them to be sort of invisible or not that visible. Yes, so I can do all the inking afterwards. See, I'm going to glue this here. It's so fun, guys. It's so quick, it's so fun. Yeah. And try it with, let's do the next one in pattern paper. Yes, some design paper. Why not? Let's make the next one a little bit cutesy. That is not on the inside, lovey. On the inside, please. Thank you. It's on the inside now. It is. Yes. And the other one. Oh my gosh, this looks like a real file folder. I love the paper. On the inside, try to sort of figure out where to fold it, where to glue it. Yes, yes, yes. Is it sort of the same? Yeah, sure. Sure, sure, sure. Et voila, we have the new file folder. It's so cool. Look, completely different size. See? Yes. Can we do another size that's sort of in between? Let's have a look. I'm making this one from cutesy, sort of, design paper. Yeah, I want this to be the outside because it looks a little bit more grungy. This is an 8x8. Was this an 8x8? Yes, it's an 8x8. I'm going to make it 5 by 7.5. Right? Yes. So I need to take 1/2 inch off and 3 inch off. I'm going to do the height first. So 5. I'm going to make this 5. Keep this. We're going to need it. 5 and then 7.5. There we go. 5 by 7.5. Okay, small scoreboard. The flappy is going to be 1 inch. Now, I don't think, if you're going to do sort of different measurements, guys, I don't think that having a flappy that is smaller than an inch would really work. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to put all the scores in, right? Yeah. So this is going to be the cover. So this is going to be the flappy. Flappy here. Flappy 1 inch. Yes, 1 inch. Now, while we're here, let's just do the other ones as well, the 1/8 of an inch. So at 1, and then 1/8 back, 1/8 of an inch back, and 1/8 of an inch back. So I am doing 3. 2 would have been enough. Okay, folding up on the first one. Yes, and then I'm going to fold this whole thing over. It's going to be cute and small. It's going to be lovely for Happy Mail. Make these for Happy Mail, guys, and then put stuff in. Okay, now we need the scores here. 3 of them at 1/8 of an inch each. 1, 2, 3. Yes, just, for decorative reasons. Now, this is way too big. Is it? But it's directional. Here's the problem. This is directional, and I really want this to go in a right direction. So this is now almost 3 inches. I'm going to cut a piece off that is 2 3/4. 2 3/4. Because I just want it smaller than this. 2 3/4. There you go. Ta-da. Yeah? Am I going to cut it in half? I'm going to cut it in half. Let's see how big this is. I don't even know how big this is. A 3. So we wanted it directional. So I'm going to cut it at 1.5 inches. So this is 1.5 each, which is basically perfect. Because we want the flappy on the bottom to be 1 inch. So we're going to score at 1 inch. And then the other part that is left, that is going to be the flappy. Now this is directional. So I scored here. Yeah. This is going to go here. The right side up. Now this needs to go that way. So I actually need to score here. Keep that in mind, guys. See? If I fold it in now, the text goes the right way. Now we want to make the 1/8 of an inch scores. 1, 2, 3. It's actually too much. I think 2 would have been better, but I did 3, so there you go. Yes, this goes here. Is this upside down? No, because the text is right side up. The flower is just upside down. Okay, corner rounding. Ta-da. Smaller setting. 1, 2. There and there. See how easy this is, guys, and sort of try to make your own, make up your own measurements. Just be sure that it's sort of the end result. If you fold it, it looks sort of, in proportion. So it doesn't look like a square or too tall and skinny. Does it make any sense? I'm hoping it makes some sense to you guys. And just try it out on a piece of paper that you don't like Les Love scrapbook paper for some measuring, and then do the rest. See? Yeah. Glue here, distressing. Another one. I'm going to do one more on camera, which is the big one. The A3 size sheet of paper. Let's see. I have not tried it out yet. If I can make one out of that one. And also, you're not going to see it, I'm going to make a bunch of them. Just a whole bunch. I'm going to mass make several ones in different sizes. And then let's see if we have time to do some decorating, because I really want to do some decorating. Let's see. So a very big sheet of paper. Guys, this is basically 2 A4 sizes. Yes? So 2 A4 make an A3. And if you cut an A4 in half, it makes 2 A5s. Yeah, but we're working with an A3. I'm going to give you these measurements. Again, guys, just a large piece of paper. 16 and almost 3/4 by 11 and a quarter. Well, 11 and a quarter, because this is the A4 size. Okay, I have decided I'm not going to cut anything off of here. So we need to have a second piece of paper for Strippy. Already did this. I'm going to make a flap of 2 inches. That small? Yes, I'm just gonna make it 2 inches. Woo! 2 inches. Yes. Are you? Yeah, I think so. Let's have a look. If it looks right. If it doesn't, then we can alter it. I think it looks okay. Yes, it's going to be a sort of a taller sort of file folder. Yes, if you made the flappy wider, then this would be smaller and it would be way out of proportion. So yes, a 2-inch one. Yeah? Okay, which means I'm gonna do the scoring right away. Yes. We're gonna score at 1/4 inches. 2, 1/4, 1/4 and 1/4. Yeah. Also on this flap here, well, the sort of the cover, we'll line it up with the 5, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch. Yes. Oh yeah, it does look like a file folder now. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do the bottom flappies. I have 2 pieces of 3 inches, 2-inch flap, 1 inch for gluing. But these are absolutely too big, way too big. Because how wide is this now? This is now 7 1/4. So I'm going to make these at 6 1/2. 6 1/2. I'm going to cut them to size at 6 1/2. Can we do that both at the same time? Ooh, I'm gonna eyeball 6 1/2. Yay much. Yeah, it's going to be fine. They just need to be, I'm sorry, a bit smaller. Yeah, non-directional, so score whatever you want. I'm gonna score at 2. This is the flap that we're gonna glue down. Then 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch. Yes. Score at 2. And there you go. 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch. So fast, right? Yes, really fast. Do you want to do the... Oh, I'm going to do the largest setting. This one. This one. This is the flap. This one. This one. I'm going to leave these straight. Here. Here. Here and here. I'm also not going to ink this one. I'm going to leave it as if it were a brand new file folder. What? Yeah. I'm gonna make our own. Oh, I love the size and I do love the color. The color, guys, is pearl. I have some cardstock that I can print on, and this is the color pearl. I also have some ivory, but I do prefer the color pearl. There we go. Yes. Add glue here. Okay. Just in case you're wondering if you want to print, if you have an A3 printer, I'm using Claire. Is it Claire Fontaine? Claire Fontaine. I get all my paper, my printing paper from 123 Ink in the Netherlands. Because they have loads and they deliver very fast. Where's the other one? Here. What I could also have done is just printed something lovely on this and then made a file folder. Yes, I could have. But guess what? I did not. That's an idea, guys, to use digitals. A big digital and then make it into a file folder. It doesn't look straight to me at all. It is. It is though, yeah. Oops, not a file folder, done. Fantastic. Now I'm gonna make a gazillion more, not a gazillion, but a couple more, and then let's do some decorating. So I've made quite a few more, and now I want to decorate them. Now I have a small pile here with file folders that I want to look more new, modern. Yeah, so I'm not going to grunge these up. And then these I'm going to grunge up. And then I have two more that are going to be the ultimate grunge. But I'm going to show you later. I'm so excited about these. So let's do the grunging up first. Now I have a stencil out. This is a new one. Well, it's a new one for me by Gummiapan. Gummiapan is a Scandinavian brand. It's actually translated rubber monkey. This is number 40. I had another one with coffee stains, lost it. I have no clue where it is. So I'm going to use this, probably maybe some of Mr. Tim Holtz and what have you. Now I'm not going to be grunching all of them on camera because I really want to do some decorating as well. I'm just going to take out this one, the orange one. I already sort of paired them with some labels that I want to use on them. Okay, I think I want to have sort of a coffee stain thingy on here. Are you using scorched timber? Of course I am. Of course I am. Let's just do the scorched timber. There we go. Need to be nice and grungy. I already inked all around them. I did not stencil with this color before, did I? Don't think so. Oh yes, that is fantastic. Also going to do some splatter stamping with the same color. There you go, over there. Now, for reasons that's called time, I'm not going to distress all of it, but distress all of it everywhere. I'm just going to do the front covers for now. Yeah, I'm going to do another one. This doesn't need a lot of grunching, does it? No, because it's already really lovely. I'm going to try to put sort of another coffee stain on it. It looks like a fruit with some, I don't know. Looks like fruit. This is already grungy, but let's just try to grunge it up even more. Doesn't work. Or this one. On this one it will. It will. Yeah? This looks like a Christmas bauble. You see all sorts of stuff, love. Yeah, let's fold it. Let's just fold it open. I think that'll work better. There we go. So you see, a little bit of more grunching up, and I'm gonna do some. Oh, that looks fantastic. So I'm gonna do that on all of them. Yeah. And then I'm going to do some decorating on the grungy ones. So did lots of grunching up. Now I've already picked out some labels for all of them. Well, for most of them, I'm going to put labels on. Like this one. It just looks like, something amazing. And I'm going to pair them with some snippety bits from Mr. Tim Holtz. This is ephemera snippets. I told you, snippety bits. Yeah. Most of the labels, guys, that I'm using are, of course, from Michelle the Journal Studio. One or two of them may come from Love Junk Journals from Tracy Fox. Is that straight? Have it on straight. Yes, I might stamp a little bit here, but I'm going to do the stamping later. How about something green? Yes. Amos P. Brown. Amos! Here comes Amos. I'm sorry. It's one of our favorite songs. My husband and I, we listen to a lot of sort of country style music. I don't know. We just like it. Amos Moses. Is it by Jerry Reed? I don't even know. I'm going to have this. Is there room? No, I'm not going to cover up Amos Brown. Yeah, I'm just going to put it over it. Amos P. Brown. Yes. He's an alligator hunter in the Louisiana swamp, apparently. Already lovely. I'm gonna stamp something here. Now, guys, if you have time, put something here, and put in breads, eyelets. You can grunge this up, but I don't have any time. I have this one that has sort of a newspaper print on it. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, I just absolutely love it. And I found a label that goes very well with this. You don't need to have the labels in the center, love. You can have them sort of like so. Do we want to add something? Maybe on the bottom. Yeah, I'm going to grunge it up. A something on the bottom. Of all the Tim Holtz packs that I have, and I have a lot of them, of these sort of small ephemera packs, I like ephemera pack snippets the most. There's also one with just numbers, right? I don't have that one. I need to look into it. Then I made this one from scrapbook paper. Yeah. And I have this label. I am going to cover up the bit that says card. Oh, that's quite all right. Do we need any... Oh, something grayish. Do you want to put something grayish? Oh, that's a bigger one underneath. I want to put something underneath. Not the number. This one. I'm just checking the time, guys. I want to decorate all of them. It's so much fun. Yes, and when I did all the other file folders, when I made them, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so quick. Oh yeah, that's cool. Once you made one or two, you can mass make them. You will have a gazillion of them within an hour. Packing slip, it's just looks real. Well, sort of real. I have this one. This is actually a label from Tracy Fox from Love Junk Journals with a number on it. It's just goes to do 12 then as well. Oh, let's just do 12 because it's there. It's there. I want to use up these snippety bits as soon as possible and get myself a new one. Because sometimes I have the feeling I've already used the better ones. Which is ridiculous. Did I change my mind? No, don't change your mind. Just put on the 12. Just put on this 12. There we go. Here. Yes. This one. This was actually one of the prototypes I've made. And here I sort of made a mistake. I glued this on the other side. It does work for me because I really like the fact that it looks like this. But, you know, I would flip it over now. But I did really like the end result. This was made from one of Mr. Holt's backdrops. Look how perfect. This is just perfect. Now, guys, this is actually an item from AliExpress. One of the, well, probably from AliExpress. I think I got this in Happy Mail. And I have a gazillion of those. I try to use them up. Yes, because, you know, I like digitals way better. I would have loved to have this as a digital. It needs a little bit of stamping. Does it also need... It does. It needs this. Oh, I'm already so in love with these. Yeah. They're so cool. I did not ink around them. On purpose. I was thinking about it and I was like, no. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Then the lovely orange one that I grunged up a little more because it just looked too orange. With just a big label. Did I ink it? Well, I did sort of put a little bit of vintage photo on it. I don't think I'm going to... Well, maybe I can stamp something in it. Other than that, I'm not going to add a lot to it because it is a big label. Big label. There you go. Apothecary and druggist. Is it on straight? I'm hoping it. Oh, great, right? Yes. And then I have this one. I don't have a label for this. I want to do some stamping on this. So I'm going to take out my stamps. So for stamping, I took out, was it label frames? Yes, label frames. So I'm starting to be an expert on Mr. Holtz. Label frames because I want to put a frame on. Yes, and I got these from Tony, from Crafts by Tony. These are actually from Heidi Swap, but I think this is in sort of a subscription that I don't know, guys. But it has all sorts of lines on them, so I'm gonna use this one that has some of these lines. First the frame. Let's do the frame first. I'm using, of course, Fallen Leaves. Making a lovely small frame here. Yes. And then I'm gonna put this on the bottom. No clue why, but just I think it needs something here on the bottom. There you go. Yeah. File folder. But I want to put something in, of course. I'm thinking, oh, and this is Signatures from the Past 2 and number 1022 volume, because I think it just might look awesome. I'm gonna put this in the frame. Ta-da. Do we need something here? Yes, we have lots. Notes. Copyright? No. Notes. Important? Does this fit? No. Important doesn't fit, so it's gonna be notes. Yeah. It's just all sorts of cool. See? Do we want a snippety bit? I don't think so. I'm gonna leave it as is. It's just the coolest. So that brings me to some other of these folders that I'm not grunching up, but what I do want is to put frames and such on it. I'm gonna do this frame. Yeah, I did take out a snippety bit in sort of the grayish color. I was thinking to use the gray, but I'm not. Oh, looks amazing against the gray. Yeah. Yes. Do we want it in here for change? We don't. Okay. Well, excuse me. Lines. I have these lines. Completely new set. I have not used these, but I think it's going to be awesome. Weird, right? That you get excited about a stamp that just has lines. Okay, pretty. No, it's not, but it's versatile. Very versatile. I'm gonna do this. Well, sure. There you go. Did I do it crooked? Hopefully not. Yeah. And then this in here. Yes. Yes. Do we need any more stamp? Yes, I'm gonna do a little bit more stamping. Not upside down. Botanical histology. That's a word, apparently. Histology. Publisher, that doesn't fit. Authentic. Yeah? Established. London, July. I'm gonna do authentic. Don't lose those. Oh, I love these stamps. Love them so much. It's gonna go here. Does it need a number? Number 48, which is the wrong number. It should have said number 47. I hear you thinking, why? Because that's my all-time favorite number. Yeah, finished. Okay, I have a couple more of these bigger ones that I want to stamp on, or I do have some frames. Let me do these. So I have the lovely blue one that looks like leather. I could age it up. I'm not going to, because I'll probably at some point do something with this one, because one of my favorites. I found this. Yes, another probably AliExpress thingy. Yeah, it says 1950 something. You can fill it in, but I'm going to put this over it. Yeah. No inking, no grunging, no nothing, no nothing. You don't always need to ink and grunge, love. No. There we go. I'm covering up the 1950 something because that would indicate that this was from the 50s, and it looks way too new to be on from the 50s, so that's why I'm going to cover it up. This is a sticker. And there we go. So hoping this is straight. There you go. And I have the stamp from the Heidi Swap set. It has sort of a row of numbers. I have no clue why I'm putting it on here, but I think it might look awesome. And you can sort of fill something in. I don't know. I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, so you can fill something in or stick something on or what have you. So yes, this one. Then I have sort of the same size in grey, in the grey one with sort of linen look. I found another label that I'm going to put on here. Rothschild Editor. Cool, right? But I think I want to have a stamp underneath. So I'm going to use this lined stamp again. Also did not grunge and ink up this one. Don't drop it. I just want to have this here. Yes, and I'm gonna put this one sort of there. Why? I don't know. Interesting. Something different. This does need a stamp. The something. The telegram. No, it's also already had sort of a... I was looking at publishers and booksellers. I don't think Rothschild was a bookseller. Shall we put important on the bottom? Important. The. Very important. Cool. But it needs something for the note. No. I have another one of these, right? Somewhere. Because I know I have two. Yeah. The received. The catalog. The catalog. Very important catalog, apparently. Yes, the catalog. Really cool. Okay, I have this one that I made from scrapbook paper that I normally wouldn't use, but I thought it looked interesting, right? Yeah, I'm not going to do anything to it. Then I have this one, again from scrapbook paper. I would never use these inside with, you know, you are the best. No. But I don't mind it on the inside. And I found a label. This one. Says number. Now this does look very modern, and also it already has all these sort of squiggly lines on them. It's probably from a sea chart or a map or what have you. So I'm not going to put any other lines on them. This is just going to be the simplest one. It's just gonna have this, and that is enough. That is enough. Then I have the big one. Yeah, not grunging it up. I did smudge it a little bit, but that's quite all right. I'm just going to have on the biggest label that I have, which is this one from Mr. Tim Holtz. I don't even think I have a stamp block that will fit this. Well, just. So I'm going to have this one on here. And probably sort of a company logo on the bottom. So here's the plan. First I'm going to do the big frame. Hardly ever use this big one. I'm using falling leaves. Yeah, I could have used another color. For sure, definitely. But I didn't. Why do I have the feeling that it's going to smudge here? Because it probably is. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Don't drop it. I'm standing up for this. Hoping this is sort of straight-ish. There we go. Yes. Yeah. And now I have come up with a company logo. Oh, I love this sort of puzzling so much, guys. Okay, this is from the Heidi Swap one. I'm going to build it up. It's going to be lovely. Again, it's, you know, an odd shape. What do you do with this? Well, let me tell you. This is going to go here. Yes. Then it's going to have department in the first bracket here. It's called a bracket. Spot. Spot. Department. There you go. Yes. Then the department needs a number. Department 907875. Yes, and then what is the company? It's actually the North Lumber and Hardware Company. This is from a Tim Holtz set, a Christmas one. I think it's a Christmas one. You can use it all the year through. Yes. So that's why I'm using it. There you go. It's gonna go there. So cool. When was it established? In 18 something something. You cannot make this up, guys. No. Established 1852. There you go. It's like I made up a whole company with its own file folders. So cool. I am already over an hour, so at this point I am no longer in a hurry. No, I just wanted to keep it under an hour, but that didn't work. Guys, these are amazing. Yes, this is actually the Tim Holtz craft stock. Yeah, you're supposed to sort of distress them. It's just the coolest. Now I'm a little bit sad that this isn't available in a much bigger size. Yeah, like an A4 sheet or an A3 sheet to make the actual big ones. Oh, I love them. Love them. They look so cool. Already picked out a couple of small bits and bobs to decorate them with. I have this sort of pharmacy label that I think works so well on here. So I'm going to put this on. I have a small snippet as well. A little bit of red. Come on, art. I know I said we're not in a hurry anymore. But, you know, I would like to finish today. There we go. There we go. Putting this on. Fantastic. And then small snippety. Here. Fantastic. And I'm going to stamp something on it. I'm going to put something underneath. I have a stamp. Where do I have it? It says approved. I just... this just makes me giggle. I just love it when I come up with these crazy weird things. Approved. I'm going to have it like so. Cool. So cool. Then the black one. Of course I cannot stamp on the black one. I've tried stamping white on this black colored craft stock, but that didn't work. Apparently you need to do some white embossing, or I don't know. I'm not even gonna try anymore. So I went through some of my, because it's black, my Halloween ephemera. And I found these. This is actually from a different set. Already distressed them, guys. Yes. Madame Bolivie from the Rue Bourbon in probably France or something. So I distressed it, put some splatter stamps on it, because I really wanted the pop of red on here. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this one on first. There we go. Then I have something that says poison. I don't know, it just felt sort of appropriate with the black folder. Poison. There we go. And you should handle it with care. I tried to distress this a little bit. Handle with care. I am not finished yet with this one. I am sorry. I have time now. I figure I have the time now. I want to put in some hardware. Of course you do. In the form of an eyelet. Yeah. Just one. Yeah, I'm just going to do one. Why? Because I can. Move it up. There you go. Do I have the room? Of course you do. There we go. Putting this in. Was this big enough? No. Pencil trick. Yep. Is this necessary? No, it's not. Is it cool? Way cool. So cool. Was that the last one? The last one. Let me show you the end result. We have so many. I've made so many, lots to show you guys. Now these are the simplest ones. I just made these from a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper. Yeah, put a label on and, you know, finished. This one as well, it was sort of design paper. Didn't need anything. No. Done. This one, I really like this one. Yes, it looks like a file folder, right? From a company. It's so cool. I made up a whole company. So yeah, this is from a piece of A3, 160 gram sort of printing paper. Now, if you don't have this, you could probably get away with gluing something here. I don't know. I did not attempt this, but you know, if you want to. And then from other sort of design paper, these were made from 8 by 8, and I did cut them smaller. Just, you know, lovely ones. I would use this sort of, or even in a journal. Yes. Glue it in a journal, like so. Have a pocket here or there, and then you can open it up and put in more stuff. Yeah, this size you can use in journals. This again was from a scrap of scrapbook paper that I had left. Yeah, cool. And this is from cardstock, 250 grams, I think. Double-sided. I really like the orange. Isn't that great? Yeah, decorate everywhere, guys. And this is mainly with stamping. Works as well. Yeah, love the red. Then I had some with the Tim Holtz backdrops. This is just the coolest. Yeah, sure, I should stamp something on it, but I just want to look at it. It's the exact same color. It's so pretty and very different on the inside, because this is actually sort of sewing themed. So I might use this in a sewing themed journal. Oh yeah, probably will. And then this one, so grungy, right? So cool. Yeah, I forgot to stamp something on it. Doesn't matter because it's already fantastic. Then I had some from the cardstock, from the A4 sheets. I have one blue one that looks like sort of leather. It's just the coolest. It looks real, right? I think it looks real. And then this was from the cardstock that had sort of a linen structure on it. And I had, I needed two pieces for the flat piece. So I had a small piece left, and then I made this one. So you have a mama and a baby one. Yes, just the coolest. And then the coolest, the absolute coolest, from the craft cardstock. Aren't these amazing? For a grungy journal. Yeah, you could actually make a journal in here. Small journal, yes, so in a signature. Why not? And then for Halloween, it's not Halloween, I know. And I actually don't do Halloween, but this I really loved. Let me show you real quick, guys. With this craft colored cardstock, I have this sort of double with a distress called ascending disc. Yes, let's distress a little bit more, and then you just do this. See, or on the edges and such. If you don't have this tool, you might have an emery board so that you can sort of, you know, it works. Distress it a little bit. So cool, so cool. So guys, that's it for today's project. We made file folders, lots of them, mini ones, medium ones, larger ones. I really enjoyed it. So this is the first sort of installment of the new series. I'll be back again this Monday with the second episode, but I'm also going to be back this Sunday. Yes, with a lovely thrift haul. I can already tell you need a cup of tea because also that video went over an hour. It is what it is, but I think you're going to enjoy it. Okay, guys, have a fantastic weekend. Go try to make some because I know for sure you're going to love it. And if you found some new sort of papers or new sort of, you know, if you have something to share and you are on Instagram, please tag me, share it with me because I'd love to see it. Love to see it. Okay. Sunday, thrift haul. Monday, something else with file folders. Until then, bye guys.